I've just said in a way, all our agendas point in the same direction. To be successful, we need to reduce greenhouse gas emissions here and abroad, while looking after security of supply and promoting growth and jobs and looking after the most vulnerable. It is an enormous change agenda. That's another word I use a lot. But it isn't change for change's sake. And I think that's one of the things that needs to be really high up on the agenda for our department. This shouldn't be a department where one year we're going that direction and the next year we're going that. Actually, we're aiming at 2050 and beyond. The maths is quite clear about what we need to do. The science is very clear about what we need to do. So actually, this is a transition. It's about getting from here to there. So it's not change for change's sake or change because I find change fun. It's about getting from somewhere that we cannot stay to somewhere where we can stay. It needs to be evidence-based, it needs to be long-term, and it needs to be well managed. And one of the things I think all of us need to do is be able to spell out a bit more clearly for the public what that actually means. And I think probably many of us share the same frustration that it's not clear enough what's the thing I need to do. Give up my car or switch my mobile phone charger off? You know the answer to that. But a lot of people don't and find it really hard to judge the magnitude and the priority of the changes they should make or to know who's going to help them. And that matters a lot, given some of the things we need to change. We need huge changes to our homes and businesses. We need a lot more insulation. We need to waste less heat and energy. And we need to switch away from gas-based heating. I don't think the public knows that yet, but I'm sure we will help them understand that and help them do it. I think people do know that we need changes to our transport, but it all sounds a little bit tomorrow's worldish still. But we do need lower emission cars and a progressive switch to electricity or biofuels. We need enormous changes to our electricity system. I think the public would be surprised to know that we need more of it, actually, because we're going to be substituting for some other things. I think they do understand that we need more of it generated from low carbon sources. I think probably very few of them understand some of the technologies behind that or what they might mean for the public. We obviously need huge changes to our economy, and that's not just putting a price on carbon, but also an increasingly strong theme and an increasingly good theme. There are jobs in this. There are jobs in this right across the country, including in some places that really don't have many other sources of jobs. So that's the low carbon economy is a very positive story that actually I think will help mobilise change. And finally, we need an unprecedented step up in the level of international coordination to ensure everybody plays their part together and that poorer countries can afford to act. I am an optimist, but it would be ludicrous to be comfortable or relaxed about the scale of change we need to make. But as I describe that vision, so long as we can express it clearly and take the public with us, I feel confident that we can do it. It is a 40-year change programme, and it's also very urgent. At various points in my speech it says the clock is ticking. For me, literally it is, because I have a clock in front of me. But this is very urgent. And it's not just about landing somewhere in 2050, but it's about making sure we're in the right path between now and then.